Tupac Shakur is one of the all-time greats.
Actor, poet, and rap legend, Tupac Shakur was one of Rolling Stone's 100 greatest artists of all time.
Pac's hip-hop presence wasn't just about being a good rapper. The reason why people look so highly of him is because of his poetry, because he could act, because he did all those artistic things so well.
Tupac Amaru Shakur was born on June 16, 1971. While his mother was an activist who raised him under the Black Panther philosophy, she was also a drug addict who moved him from homes to homeless shelters before Shakur found refuge at the Baltimore School for the Arts.
Tupac's life with family members in the Black Panther Party had a very significant impact on him because there's always a social responsibility that's always incorporated into his music.
After moving to California in 1988, Shakur became a background dancer and vocalist for the group Digital Underground.
He was a quasi-roadie, dancer, and sometimes on that tour, they gave him the stage. Very energetic kid, very smart, very wise, very measured.
In 1991, Tupac changed rap forever with his debut single, Brenda's Got a Baby, from the album Tupacalypse Now.
He could be the rapper, he could be the celebrity, he could be the MC. But that same rapper, celebrity, MC made a record called Brenda Had a Baby. He wasn't afraid of responsibility. That's what makes him great.
Shakur appeared in several films, including a starring role in the 1992 film Juice. The next year, he released his second album, which featured the hit singles I Get Around and Keep Your Head Up.
One of my favorite records is that Keep Your Head Up. That was just like what people dared not to ever talk about, is how a woman might have some problems being a single mother. That was undoubtedly one of his greatest works. That was more gangster than gangster.
Although a rising rap star, Shakur was arrested 5 times from 1992 to 1994 for violent offenses. He spent 10 days in prison for beating another rapper with a baseball bat, 15 days for punching director Alan Hughes. And in 1995, Shakur was sentenced to up to 4.5 years in prison for sexual assault.
Tupac had this famous tattoo on his stomach, spelled out the words "Thug Life," and he did embrace the gangster lifestyle in some ways. He sometimes carried a gun, he was quick-tempered, he didn't always respect women, and that was one side of who he was.
In 1995, Shakur became the first artist to reach #1 on the Billboard charts while incarcerated, with his double platinum album, Me Against the World.
The album Me Against the World had a song Dear Mama on it, and I think this was significant in Pac's career because it showed, I hate to say it, a softer side. It really showed how much he cared for his mother and how much he appreciated her, and everyone can relate to that.
After serving 8 months in prison, Shakur released the album All Eyes on Me. It reached #1 on the Billboard charts and featured the #1 hits California Love and How Do You Want It.
Unfortunately, Tupac's All Eyes on Me record did contribute to the East Coast-West Coast feud that he had with Notorious Big and Puffy. When he did all his promotional interviews for the record, he talked a lot about the feud. And on the B-sides, he had a song called Hit 'Em Up, where he even alleged that he slept with Notorious Big's wife, and it just really fueled the tension between artists on both coasts.
On September 7, 1996, Shakur was gunned down in Las Vegas while driving with the CEO of Death Row Records, Suge Knight. 6 days later, Tupac Shakur died from his injuries, yet rumors still persist that he remains alive.
For the first 10 years after his passing, 6 albums were released and each of them had hit records on it. 15 years after his passing, a hologram image of Tupac showed up at a Dr. Dre concert in Coachella and freaked everyone out. Tupac is essentially the Elvis of the hip-hop community. He's never gonna die.